This Tiger is a four-time All-American and All-SEC member and the reigning SEC beam champion and international elite gymnast from Las Vegas, Nevada, an elite gymnast who trained in Arizona Dynamics Gymnastics, a sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina, Leah Miller. And now the junior class. She's an All-SEC member and the 2024 SEC Bars champion, a junior from Hillsborough, North Carolina, Ashley Howard. A former JO National qualifier and a ball champion from Lake Charles, Louisiana, Bryce Wilson. And now to the seniors. This gymnast is the reigning national floor champion and a 2024 Olympian. A JO national champion from Lee Summit, Missouri, Aaliyah Finnegan. A former JO national champion on the uneven bars and the all-around. A senior from Warrensburg, Missouri, Alexis Jeffrey. She is the reigning SEC floor champion and an All-SEC member. Appeared in every meet on the vaults and floor for the Tigers in 2024. A senior from the Big D, KJ Johnson. A former U.S. Elite National Team member and a JO National champion. A senior from Chanhassen, Minnesota, Tori Tatum. A native of Houston who transferred to LSU and this her final season. Please welcome senior Catherine Weilbacher. And this Tiger bleeds purple and gold, an All-American on the beam in her fifth and final season. A senior from Mandeville, Sierra Ballard. A veteran in the vaulted four lineups and a former JO national qualifier from Atlanta, Georgia, senior Chase Bruck. And ladies and gentlemen, this senior is one of the greatest in the universe, one of the greatest to ever wear the purple and gold, the 2024 Honda Sports Award winner, the reigning AAI Award winner, and the reigning NCAA All-Around champion, a 27-time All-American, a senior from Cornelius, North Carolina, Haley Bryant. An All-American on the uneven bars and a former U.S. national team member, a senior from Hillsdale, New Jersey, Olivia Dunn. And an All-American on the uneven bars and a former elite national team member. A veteran returner, has contributed in so many ways in her 6 seasons as a Tiger. From Evergreen, Colorado, Alona Shenikova. And now, Tiger fans, our coaching staff in her 4th season and first as associate head coach. She's an NCAA champion and a 2004 Olympian, Courtney McCool-Griffith. In his 4th season as assistant coach, Garrett Griffith. In her 5th season as assistant coach, she too is an NCAA champion and a 17-time All-American as a Tiger, Ashley Nat. And is in her 14th season here in Baton Rouge. And the 5th is our head coach of your Fighting Tigers, Jay Clark. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your 2025 Fighting Tigers of LSU.
Turn me up, don't turn me down, no, no. Ay, ay. Turn me up, don't turn me down, no, no. Ay, ay. Turn me up, don't turn me down, no, no. HD, let go. I do my diddy pop. I be bucking through the crowd with a big old Glock. Got the Draco in the car, 8 whole 50 shots. Big old diamonds in my chain, I just hit it.
number 10 Georgia Gym Dogs and the number 2 LSU Tigers. Alongside former All-American Kaylee Dixon-Abood, I'm Garrett Walvard. Great crowd on hand tonight. LSU coming off a season high 198-125 last week, tied for the highest team score in the country. Georgia has posted a 197 4 weeks in a row and just recorded their highest beam score since 2019. Kaylee, it looks like the Dogs are rounding into form at just the right time.
It's going to be an absolutely incredible night of SEC gymnastics. Each team is coming off of such a great Friday night of gymnastics last week, and tonight they have one goal. Of course, each of them wants to be the winner tonight, but most importantly, they want to improve their NQS score, that national qualifying score. Georgia is looking to get a great away score to add into the mix, and LSU, it's their last home meet tonight. They want to score as well as they can for their last time in the PMAC to get a good home score.
LSU's NQS ranking currently number 2 in the country at 197.710. Georgia is top 10 as well with a 197.065. It's a special night as well. LSU will celebrate the careers of 10 seniors after the meet.
This LSU senior class is arguably one of the most historical, from Haley Bryant to Aaliyah Finnegan and the rest of the girls that we'll highlight tonight throughout the night that have had such a huge impact on this team. They won, since 2018, 2 SEC championships, and of course we cannot forget about the record-setting 2024 where they won the national championship.
LSU has made up a lot of ground on Georgia in the last 10 years, winning 8 meets in a row against the Dogs, and they have improved their home record against UGA to 11, 12, and 1 all time. A night to get off the schneid potentially with a win.
Georgia tonight is looking to not only get a good away score, but they have not won an away dual season meet. So tonight, I think the Bulldogs are going to be hungry to get a W.
Georgia, coached by Cecile Conqueto-Landy and Ryan Roberts, both co-head coaches. Cecile, of course, very well esteemed in the entire gymnastics community. The reigning Team USA Olympics coach, Simone Biles, personal coach. Just an outstanding hire for Georgia. They had to hit a home run, and the Dogs absolutely knocked it out of the park.
I'm excited to see what Cecile does with this Georgia team, because tonight I think we're going to see some big gymnastics from them. And when we talked to Cecile this week, she said she's really excited about this team. They're looking to get a good road score. She said this team is consistent, and they're just hoping to improve a little bit each time they go out on the floor.
Kaylee, Georgia relies on Lily Smith, Andy Wall, and Jeffrey Scott. They compete in 3 events for each match, and LSU counts on Aaliyah Finnegan, freshman sensation Galen Chio as all-around competitors, and now Haley Bryant is back as well.
I think that's a deadly combination for LSU. Aaliyah Finnegan, national champion last year, not only for a team, but also individually on the floor exercise. Galen Chio, freshman, number 5 in the all-arounds in the NCAA. She started off her collegiate career so strong. Weekly SEC Freshman of the Week awards for her, doing an incredible job. And now, of course, Haley Bryant, who has such a lengthy resume, I don't even have time to recite it all. But now that she's back on all 4 events for LSU, that's going to be a great, great thing for this Tiger team.
There is 1 week of the regular season left. LSU next weekend will be at Auburn, the top 13 Tigers. And then the SEC Championships in Birmingham, Alabama. The NCAA Regionals take place April 2nd through the 6th. Baton Rouge, unfortunately, not a host site this year, but in the coming years, the PMAC will be a host site again. It'll be interesting to see where they get sent. And then, of course, the National Championships in Fort Worth at Dickies Arena. They're pumping the crowd up here at the PMAC. Pom-poms on every chair back. It is a sellout, and I can prove it. My family's here. I called in earlier to get extra tickets. They're like, you can have the last one.
The PMAC is truly packed tonight, and the girls do better. There was a stat that I read in these meet notes that their scores correlate to how packed the PMAC is, which I believe they feed off of their energy. There's no doubt. So it's so cool to see everybody in the stands excited to be here and excited for a great night of NCAA gymnastics.
You're right. LSU is 14-0 inside the PMAC dating back to 2023, and in crowds of 13,000 plus, the Tigers are 9-0. Everyone on their feet here enjoying a nice Friday evening in the capital city. You can hear the roar from the crowd. We're getting ready to start. It'll be interesting to see the lineups that LSU and Georgia use tonight. And at the top of the vault, KJ Johnson will compete for just the 5th time this year. Tough to lose such a talented player to some injuries, but for the first time in 3 weeks, she will lead off vault.
And what a night for her to do it. The last time in the PMAC, she's been such a mainstay and was a very big reason LSU was able to clinch the national championship last year. Her consistency, her leadoff on vault was huge for the Tigers, so I'm happy to see her back out there tonight.
KJ Johnson, the reigning SEC floor champion. Again, for the majority of the season, Georgia has not had an all-arounder, and that was something that you prided yourself on during your career at LSU. All 4 years an all-arounder. Just talk about the pounding and the mental toughness that it takes to be an all-arounder in the Southeastern Conference. It's
not easy. The girls make it look tough, but tomorrow when they wake up after competing all 4 events, especially at this point in the season, your body definitely feels it. So for them to go out and do as well as they do every Friday night, put up big scores for their team, it really is a testament to what an incredible athlete they are.
I think a lot of people are excited to see the freshman sensation, Kaylin Chio. What has stood out about her to you?
Her consistency, and she doesn't look like a freshman. When she comes in the PMAC, for the first time, I was like, this girl has been here before. She knows what she's doing, and she has proved that thus far in the season, and she's just getting started.
It's unbelievable. As a freshman, she already owns 16 career titles, 4 on vault, 4 on bars, and 4 in the all-around. They were talking about renaming the SEC Freshman of the Week award to the Kaylin Chio Award.
It's tough to not make that argument for the change because she's won it 7 times this season, 5 times consecutively. So she's done a great job, there's no doubt.
Had a chance to see Jay Clark's press conference earlier this week in person, and he talked about it's senior night. It doesn't need to be a moratorium like we're never going to see them again. You'll see them in the postseason, but let's let everybody come out and really celebrate these seniors, not only for LSU, but for Georgia as well.
And they're not done yet. This is the start of arguably the most important part of the season for the Tigers and for all NCAA athletes. It is, of course, sad and emotional, but they still have work to do, so they need to keep their focus on that.
All season long, the Tigers have been celebrating the 50th anniversary of the beginning of this program, a tradition-rich program celebrating the national championship from 2024. You've certainly seen it grow a lot since your days.
It is absolutely incredible to see where it was in 2009 when I stepped foot on this campus to now, the growth and everything that has come with this program. It's amazing to watch and to have been part of that.
And first of all, for LSU, please welcome KJ Johnson.
Johnson's season high came against Missouri, a 9.90 on vault.
LSU is looking to stick some vaults tonight. You cannot ask for a better leadoff vault. She did a Yurchenko layout full. That vault starts from a 9.95. And in my opinion, that was pretty much perfect. She flares out. She saw the landing. She had sticky feet for sure, but we'll see what the judges think.
Couldn't ask for a better start, and now Georgia will begin their rotation on bars with the junior from Chesapeake, Virginia, Nia Howard, leading off. Howard with a season-high 9.875 on bars.
Georgia's going to want to start strong here on bars. Just took too much time away from that bar. Her tap let her out, so she wasn't able to catch that release. She'll have a short amount of time here to rechalk, get her thoughts together, and she's got to finish now. But that puts pressure on the rest of the Georgia lineup. Those 5 girls need to hit so that they don't have to count Howard's score.
Nia was one of the competitors we talked about that is in 3 events for the majority of the season: vault, bars, and beam for the Gym Dogs, with great numbers in all 3.
It's unfortunate when something like that happens. She's got to shake it off and finish strong here. She may repeat that move in order to get her bonus. There it is.
Great hand by the PMAC crowd.
Just can't seem to get it together, but she's got the dismount left. Finish with a stick, but definitely not the start that Georgia wanted to have. 4 bars.
You see the dismount there, no wobble.
She stuck that perfectly.
The vault score for KJ Johnson is a 9.850, and it draws a bit of a Bronx cheer here inside the PMAC.
A little lower than I would have expected, but the judges have a very keen eye.
All-American and national champion Aaliyah Finnegan.
Ranked number 12 on this event in the NCAA. Yurchenko 4.5. That vault starts from a 10.0, and that was very close to perfect.
She gets the crown and the high fives from the teammates. Let's take another look.
Nice form in the air. She nailed that landing. What a great start for Aaliyah Finnegan on her senior night.
I saw her before the meet started, just kind of exchanging looks with Courtney McCool-Griffith, the associate head coach for LSU, and she's just like, you got this. Boy, that was an awesome start for her. That'll bring Sadie Jane Berry, the freshman from Mooresville, North Carolina.
Last time out, she got a 9.8. She's going to want to be that first person now that Howard had that mistake. She's going to want to set the tone for the rest of this bar lineup to really get things going for Georgia.
Bars is the lone event for Sadie Jane Berry.
Georgia,
she's competed 5 times this year.
She is looking like she's gonna salute pretty soon. I always feel bad when they take a little too long and you're ready to go. Here she goes. She's got nice handstands. That was a great release to the high bar. Nice pack salto. See if she can finish strong here. Stalled her to handstands and a double tuck dismount. Small hop and a little bit of a chest down, but she hit the routine. Hopefully that gets things back on track for Georgia so that they can finish this bar lineup strong.
Here's the score for Finnegan. And she matches her season high with a 9.95. Next up on bars for LSU, Kalia Lincoln.
Kalia is another freshman that has really made her mark very early on this Tiger team. Yurchenko 4.5. She did rebound out of that landing a little bit, but boy, she had some power, and you always like to see the athlete go forward rather than backwards because it shows the judges that they had enough power to complete the vault. The landing deduction will for sure be taken, but again, that vault starts from a 10.0, so that should put up a pretty big number for LSU.
She competed in the alumni match against Oklahoma here in the PMAC and set a career high with a 9.95. Now Holly Snyder will compete for Georgia.
She is a great bar workout. Last time she got a 9.925, and that was a season high and tied her career high on this event. So she's the perfect person to get up here, do her thing, and put up a big number.
Nice job by the sophomore from Annapolis, Maryland.
High fives all around. That was a great routine. A nice full-out dismount. Stuck the landing, getting some momentum back for this lineup to finish strong.
Sadie Jane Berry gets a 9.75. Kalia Lincoln with a 9.8. And now Amari Drayton is ready to vault.
Amari's
a sophomore out of Spring.
She's ranked number 24 on this event, so this is one to watch. She's got a big, big vault. I mean, there are no words for that vault. She had height, she had distance. It starts from a 10. She stuck the landing. There is a lot to like about that one.
Garrett Griffith going crazy.
LSU is asking for a 10. We'll see what the judges think. They're not going to just hand them out. They have to really be perfect in order to get that perfect score.
LSU second in the country with the team vault NQS of 4.9430. Georgia on bars is top 10 in the country with their team average. Now Eddie Wall will compete. One of the regulars in 3 events for Georgia.
She is a mainstay. She's very consistent. Last Friday, she got a 9.8 on this routine. The key on bars is hitting handstands, shaping, and of course, sticking that dismount, which she did absolutely beautifully.
We talked with Coach Conketo earlier in the week, and she said, we love Addie's work ethic. We love her confidence on the mat and how well she trains. I think a very bright future for her, still just a sophomore.
She said she leads by example, too, and has such a strong work ethic, which is so nice and refreshing to hear.
And next for LSU,
Chio ready to vault for the LSU Tigers. Freshman out of Henderson, Nevada.
Ranked number 2 on this event. Another stick for the LSU Tigers. Another great Yurchenko full and a half. Here it is again. She explodes off the table, opens up for the landing, and sticks it perfectly. We'll see what the judges think about that one, but that was close to perfect.
LSU already has 2 9.95s, one for Finnegan, one for Amari Drayton. We'll see what that one rates. Now we head back to the bars, and Jeffrey Scott ready to compete for the Gym Dogs.
She is capable of getting scores of 9.95 on this event. She's gotten 25 scores of 9.95 on bars throughout her career. So she is bound to put up a good number if she can hit this bar routine. I love how powerful she is on this event while still being clean. It's very dynamic.
Very smooth on the double layout.
She did a great job. She executed each move perfectly, hit her positions, had a small hop on that landing, but overall, a really great bar routine.
The third 9.95 given to LSU on vault goes to Kaylin Chio. Now for the 3rd week in a row, Haley Bryant is back. Listen to that ovation.
The crowd loves her, and she does some big gymnastics that we're about to see right here. A huge vault. She did have that hop on the landing, but so powerful and such a different vault than the Yurchenko. That front entry, pike half, it's super difficult, but she does it so incredibly well.
Bryant already has an LSU degree in hand. hails from Cornelius, North Carolina, and now the anchor, Lily Smith. I'm really excited to see her compete in person.
Her bars are beautiful, her lines and her shaping, and look at that toe point. She has gotten 13 perfect 10s in her career on this event, and you can see why. She's just a sophomore, but has already done so much at Georgia throughout her career.
The reigning SEC Freshman of the Year has improved on her numbers in 25.
It's a great bar routine to really cap things off for Georgia. They were able to recover from the first routine, and the last 5 girls did a great job.
LSU, buoyed by a trio of 9.95s, records a 49.6 on vault. There will be an exhibition bars for Georgia coming up. Right now, the Gym Dogs, with 1 score to go, have a 47.975 team bar score. Shenga Bakshai will compete, and everyone here will be treated to the bars routine of an Olympian. I'll tell you what, Southeastern Conference gymnastics, second to none.
We have incredible talent, especially now with all of the NIL deals that have happened. It makes the recruits want to come here who were Olympians, and it draws them in, making NCAA gymnastics second to none. It's amazing, and she is an incredible bar worker.
A 2024 Olympian in Paris. She competed for Hungary.
Beautiful lines, nice toe point, good release up to the high bar. Line change full into a double tuck dismount. Small hop on the landing, but that was an exhibition routine. Sometimes if things are a little off, or if you want to give a gymnast a little bit more experience, that's when you'll do exhibitions, and we'll see a few of those tonight from Georgia and LSU.
Lily Smith credited with a 9.925. That gives Georgia a bars team score of 49.275, so a comfortable lead for LSU after 1 rotation. Again, the Tigers with a 49.6 on vault. Haley Bryant with a 9.9 on senior night. We'll be back. LSU will take bars and Georgia down the vault when we return. You are watching the SEC Network.
Welcome. Gymnasts, you may begin the 4-minute touch now. And Tiger fans, please make welcome to the floor your 2025 LSU Tiger Girls.
Yeah. Weezy. It's just a little 10-piece bar, just a blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't grow up playing ball, but I'll show you how you gotta do it. If you really want a ball till you fall, when you're back against the wall and a bunch of teams waiting you to go away. Still going bad on them anyway. Still going bad on you. Going bad on you. Still going bad on you anyway. Playing with my name, playing with my name, that is lethal, dog. Saw you last night, but did it. Saw you last night, but did it. I've been had my way out here, yeah, I know that's facts. You ain't living that shit you say, yeah, we know that's facts. You ain't gotta ask me when you see me, no. Baby, we back again, we gon' get.
Let's go to the beach, eat, let's go get a wave. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, clink.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Tiger Girls.
Let's go get it down. The sound, yes, I'm in the zone. Is it 2, 3? Leave a good tip. I'ma blow all of my money and don't get pushed. I'm on the floor. I love to dance, so give me more.
Assembly Center in Baton Rouge. Let's take a look at some vault highlights for LSU.
LSU had some sticky feet on vault tonight with a season high of a 49.6. We had 3 9.95s from the Tiger team. rounded out by Haley Bryant with a 9.9. Look at the height and the distance, and of course, the stuck landing that this Tiger team had tonight. Just beautiful vaults, and I know they're happy with that season high score.
That matches the season high set a few weeks ago here against the #1 OU Sooners. Well, a chance to talk about one of the seniors for LSU who will perform at the end of the bars rotation, and that is Tori Tatum.
Tori Tatum has been in and out of the bar lineup for LSU, really creating a lot of depth for this Tiger team. And tonight she's going to get out in front of the PMAC for one last time in front of a home crowd and get to show off what she does best.
Tatum's career high in bars is a 9.95. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities in 2025, but a chance to finish strong here. And you see the vault team for Georgia. The Gym Dogs on vault. Top 15 in the country. They average 49.155 as a team.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the second rotation of tonight's meeting. And first of all, for the Georgia Gym Dogs.
So Jeffrey Scott will lead things off for the Gym Dogs. I do see a little smattering of red around the PMAC. Georgia fans are everywhere.
Absolutely. And she's going to want to start off strong here. The name of the game, height, distance, and sticking the landing. That's what the judges are going to be looking for here. She couldn't quite get that landing, but that was a big Yurchenko layout full. Again, a 9.95 start value, so it doesn't start from that 10.0 like we're used to seeing. She had nice form in the air, flares out for the landing, but didn't bend her knees long enough in order to absorb the floor to get the stick.
Now up for the Tigers on bars is Lexi Zeiss. Zeiss is a freshman out of Omaha, Nebraska. And Kaylee, she has competed bars every meet for LSU. Very consistent.
She is one to watch, and another great freshman that's already putting her mark on this Tiger team. She went 9.925 last week out on this event. Nice handstand pirouette. She turns that hand so early in order to finish in that handstand position that the judges are looking for. Full out dismount, gets the stick, sets the tone for this bars team, and Jay Clark loves it.
Well, we did just finish up Mardi Gras season. He's still got some moves.
There's that pack salto down to the low bar. Beautiful form. And, of course, to cap things off, the full-out dismount, stuck landing, and Jay's dance moves.
Nyla Aquino is next on vault.
Last time out, Nyla got a 9.850.
She came up big on the road in Gainesville, third meet of the season with a 9.925. There she is at the head of the runway. And here we go.
She does a souk vault, which is not very common and is actually extraordinarily difficult. It's a round off on the table, and then she does a full twist in the laid out position. She made it look so easy, but that vault is so difficult, requires a lot of power, and she did that super well.
LSU has their fifth 9.9 or better of the night. Lexi Zeiss leads off the bars with a 9.90.
To lead off with a score like that is incredible. And Ashley Cowan next up on bars for the Tigers. She always puts up such a big number, 9.925 last week, and ranked number 29 in the country on this event. Her toe point and her handstands are one of my favorite things about her bar work. double layout, gets the landing. That was beautiful.
Jay Clark's pumped up. He likes the routine.
See her release again into an immediate shoot over. That move does not have to go to handstand. She did it very well. And then that double layout dismount.
Nyla Aquino credited with a 9.850. Now Shinga will vault for the Gym Dogs. Looks very focused, and she's on the way.
Just an Olympic qualifier on vault in 2024 for Hungary. Yurchenko full and a half, lots of distance. She almost lands at the end of that mat. And that should put up a really big score for Georgia.
Here we get another look.
She opens up for the landing, has a small hop, but had a lot of power, and I think the judges will like it.
We're waiting on the score for Ashley Cowan, now competing Aaliyah Finnegan. Finnegan and her older sister Sarah, both from Lee's Summit, Missouri, both national champions in the individual at LSU.
It's a cool bond to share with your sister. Sarah was an incredible athlete, and Aaliyah is amazing as well. There's no doubt about that. Her bars are beautiful. Her handstands, her extension, all the way from her fingertips to her toes. She's got a very difficult dismount, a full out, small step on the landing, but overall, what you expect from Aaliyah is consistency and just a beautiful routine. It's like poetry in motion watching her gymnastics. See that release move. Just that dismount again. Small step that the judges will take a deduction on, but overall a great hit routine.
Aaliyah's season high was previously a 9.90 against Iowa State. And it's the only discipline out of 4 she doesn't have a perfect 10 on in her career. Now, here's Addie Wall.
Yurchenko full and a half for Addie, and that was beautiful. She had the height, she had the distance, she got the stick. And that's the kind of momentum Georgia needs over here on the vault, getting some sticks in. She fought for that one, and she got it.
Recently had a 9.9 at the meet at Missouri. Last week against Kentucky in the win at home, a 9.85. Great performance. And you see her getting a hug from assistant coach Marissa King, formerly a Florida Gator. Aaliyah Finnegan credited with a 9.90. Ashley Cowan a 9.85 on bars.
Kaylin Chio up next on bars. She earned her 7th SEC Freshman of the Week honor this week, and you'll see why after tonight's performance. Just an incredible athlete. Setting up for the dismount here. She got the stick. She had to fight for it. Dipped a little bit low in that landing, but it's what we've been seeing from Kaylin week in and week out. Again, so much consistency in her gymnastics. You'll see that release move. I used to do that release move. It did not look nearly as pretty as Kaylin's. That's why I never competed it, but what a bar routine.
Last week at the Podium Challenge, Chio was 9.95 on bars and beam and had a 9.9 on floor. Now Anaya Smith takes a deep breath, and she's on the move.
She's capable of a 9.95 here. Let's see if she can get it tonight. That was a great vault. Again, small hop on the landing, but it's better that she went forward to show the judges that she had some power there. She is an All-American on this event as well.
The Georgia graduate from Laurel, Maryland, likely putting up a fine score. Addie Wall credited with a 9.9 for her vault. Now Connor McClain, the SEC beam champion from a year ago, will compete on bars.
Connor's another beautiful athlete to watch. I mean, this team is just stacked with power and with grace and their form. And Connor, you will see that with her toe point on this event. She's ranked number 9. Last time out, she got a 9.95. And she's looking to do that again tonight to round out this bar rotation for LSU.
The crowd has been buzzing all night here inside the PMAC. The Tigers have set 2 of the all-time biggest crowds in 2025. The meets against Florida and Oklahoma, both good for top 4 all time. Both of those were wins as well.
Here goes Connor McClain for LSU. She holds that handstand right on top of the bar. Has a huge packed salto down to the low bar. She had a lot of momentum on that, and she recovered that really well without it disturbing her timing. Full out dismount, sticks the landing. She makes that look so easy.
The sophomore, such a consistent performer. She's competed on bars and beam in every meet this year.
Look at the height on that release move and the back salto. She got some air out of that kit, but that did not bother her at all. What a routine that is bound to put up a great score for Connor McClain.
And now Lily Smith will close out the vault rotation for Georgia.
Tonight is Lily's first night in the all-around this season. That was a great vault. Yurchenko layout full. She had beautiful form in the air. Her toes were glued together.
Fighting Tigers, 9.925.
Here's another look at Smith's dismount.
Small hop on that landing, but overall a great vault to round out that lineup for Georgia.
Wow, huge score for Connor McClain, a 9.975.
It was beautiful. She's definitely capable of that 10, and she got close tonight. Haley Bryant up next as the anchor for LSU on bars. Line change into a straddle Jaeger. She's got such great form. She controls her power here, hits every move, right on top on that handstand. There's that very difficult dismount. So hard to stick. She did take a step on it, but that was the only visible mistake that I saw in that bar routine. It was a great one for Haley and should put up a really big number. There's that straddle Jaeger again. There's that dismount. Double front with a half out.
Last week, LSU set a new season high on bars. They might be on pace for another here with a 9.925 from Kaylin Chio and a 9.975 for Connor McClain.
Getting into that 49.6 plus range on each event, that's exactly where you want to be to win another national championship, because that shows how strong that lineup is and what big scores your team is capable of.
Now Tori Tatum will compete as an exhibition here on the bars.
Tori is a senior that we were talking about earlier, and so she's getting to go out and do her thing one last time in the PMAC in front of a home crowd. So I know this is a super special moment for her. Just gonna finish up with a dismount here. Let's see if she can get that stick. Small hop on the landing, but a great routine and a great way to finish out her last home meet at LSU.
Tatum, one of 10 seniors being honored after our meet tonight. Good performance by the LSU Tigers on bars, and Georgia looked very sharp with a big vault score of 49-2. We'll step aside, come back. More action inside the PMAC. You're watching LSU Gymnastics on SEC Network Plus. A great start in this meet. Already 9 scores of 9.90 or better for LSU. Just 2 scores of 9.90 or better for Georgia. LSU currently with a 3/4 of a point lead on the Gym Dogs. I'm excited to see what's next on floor and beam. Kaylee?
On beam, LSU has proved to be one of the best in the country. They're ranked number 3, and Coach Ashley Natt takes the helm on this event and leads this Tiger team to be so great. From start to finish with Sierra Ballard and then ending with the anchor Aaliyah Finnegan, this beam lineup is packed with talent. And then over on the floor tonight, we'll see Georgia, who this event was the linchpin between them winning and losing against Kentucky. And they ended up getting that win because of Lily Smith's last floor routine. She was the anchor for, and her consistency and power led them with a big enough score to get that win, and they were super excited about that.
Georgia has been dominant at home in Athens. They are 4-0 in meet play this year. Again, we'll continue to talk tonight about the seniors for LSU who will be honored after the meet. And exciting to see how many All-Americans and All-SEC selections come back. It's to the point where it's almost hard to keep track of.
The resume of each of these girls is absolutely incredible. It's pages and pages long. And up next for the Tigers, she's first on beam for LSU, a senior, Sierra Ballard. She has done so much for this team, not only with her positive energy, but with her gymnastics. Being first up on beam is not easy, and this girl does it so well. I don't think she gets enough credit to get up there, hit a beam routine, set the tone for this lineup with a big number. It really gets things going and is a huge reason why they're ranked so well on this event.
Sierra is a senior, one of 3 Tigers on the roster from Louisiana. She hails from Mandeville.
Last time out, Sierra got a 9.85, but she has led off this beam lineup with scores of 9.9 or better. Sets up for a series, back handspring layout, step out. Full turn, that is a required element, and it looks very easy, and it is, but honestly, it's one of the ones that people get so nervous on that they mess up. She did it very well. A front toss, very nice. She had a lot of height on that skill. Setting up to finish up this beam routine. She's doing a great job so far. A round off double full. Small step on that landing, but what a great start for LSU over on the balance beam. You couldn't ask for much better.
Here's another look at the beam by Sierra Ballard.
There's her acro series. You'll notice from this angle how narrow the balance beam is, and the way the girls tumble on it, it's like it's on the floor, which truly makes it that much more amazing.
And now the junior from Knoxville, Tennessee, Erin Williams, is poised to lead off on floor for Georgia.
She is another strong leadoff for Georgia. She has 21 career 9.9s on this event. Showing off her fun personality with the floor music, with the dance. Opens up with a nice double pike. The girls like to pick music that goes with their personality, that they can have fun with and really perform well and get the crowd involved. Beautiful pass, two directly connected elements. That's another required skill that the judges are looking for in order for them to get to that 10.0 start value. Taking some deep breaths before this last tumbling pass to finish things off. Double tuck, great landing, a great leadoff routine for the Georgia Bulldogs. I loved her energy throughout that routine, and you can see why floor was the reason why they won last week. They have a lot of energy, a lot of momentum, and she performed that and set the tone for this team super well.
Georgia's floor NQS score, good for 18th in the country. They averaged just shy of 49.3.
And next on beam for LSU, Kylie Cohen.
Now the sophomore from Bedford, Texas, Kylie Cohen on beam.
Kylie has just recently broken into this beam lineup, and I am loving seeing her in this role. She's done an incredible job so far. Last week she got a 9.8, but is definitely capable of getting a higher score. Front aerial into a beat jump. Setting up for her acro series. A back handspring layout step out. She does it very well. She's so calm and collected on this event, which is exactly what you want. You want to tone it down from floor and vault, take deep breaths, and focus on one skill at a time. Finishes off with a round off double full dismount. That was a beautiful routine. She's so consistent. All of her elements were beautifully done, and I'm excited to see what the judges think of that one.
Aaron Williams given a 9.85 to lead off on floor.
Kylie Cohen again. Here's that dismount. Round off double full. Very well done.
Her first appearance of the year against Florida was a 9.875, and then 2 weeks later against Missouri had a 9.90. We'll see how that one scores out. Now Sydney Fitzgerald to compete for the Gym Dogs.
The Bulldogs are doing an incredible job building and getting better each and every week. They put up a season high of 197.350 against Missouri, and now have recorded 4 straight weeks with scores of over 197. And that's something they're definitely going to want to continue, especially going into the postseason. Rudy layout step out, a very difficult pass. She does it really well and gets that requirement of 2 directly connected acro skills. You're also required to change elements during this floor routine. They want to see you go up. They want to see you go down on the floor. You can't just be in one position the whole time. You have to have that artistry. So they are not just judging on tumbling and skills, but the entire element in the choreography as well. Job well done. She had a little bit of a problem on that last pass landing a little bit short, but overall a great routine, fun choreography. See that front through into a double tuck. Just a little bit short there, a little bit under-rotated.
A week ago against Kentucky, Georgia scored their second highest floor score of 49.450. And now for LSU, it will be Kaylin Chio in the third position on beam.
Just love it. Kaylin's mount, it's so different, difficult too, and she does it so well. She's beautiful to watch on every single event, but she just flows across this balance beam and truly makes it look effortless. Switch leap into a split jump. The judges are looking for 180 degrees there. A full split. We talked about Kaylin earlier and how she's making her mark so early on this Tiger team as just a freshman. She got the SEC Freshman of the Week award 7 times, and that's the most by any freshman at LSU. So she's already putting her name down in the history books, doing such a great job and adding so much value to this team. She's ranked in the top 10 on this event at number 4. And you can see why. There was little to no deduction in that beam routine. She was calm, collected. Her skills were executed perfectly.
Part of a very talented freshman class for the Tigers. Here's one more look.
Just that mount again. Round off back handspring up to the beam. There's that dismount. Gets the stick to finish things off. The exclamation point on a beautiful routine.
Coach Ashley Natt likes what she sees. Now Singa Bakshlai will compete for Georgia.
Last time out, she had a little bit of trouble on this event, scoring a 9.475. But tonight, she's looking to improve on that and do her normal gymnastics. Huge pass to open things up for her floor routine. She has had an incredible career. She's posted new career highs in every event so far. 995 on floor has been her high. And she can compete in the all-around as well. 39.350 is her highest all-around score. We were talking to Coach Concato earlier this week. She was saying how much of a work ethic she has and how calm and even-keeled she always is. She doesn't get stressed out, she said. She said she always just goes in and does her job and leads by example. Two and a half punch front. Looked like she had a little trouble out of that 2.5, but she recovered perfectly. A job well done, exactly what you'd expect, and I know she's got to be happy with that.
LSU looking at scores of 9.850 for Sierra Ballard, 9.875 for Cohen, and Kaylin Chio with a 9.95. In her first 3 events, she has been 9.925 or better.
And next, on balance beam for LSU, Connor McClain.
Connor McClain on beam now for the Tigers.
Connor is an absolutely beautiful athlete on every event, but especially balance beam. She's number 22 in the NCAA here. An All-American on this event, has scored multiple perfect 10s. She unfortunately suffered an Achilles injury after her run at the 2024 Olympics, so she's coming back from that, and she has come back fast and strong, and I am so impressed by her resilience and work ethic to get back out there, and it honestly looks like there was never an injury at all. It's cool to watch. Front aerial into a back handspring. Those two skills are her acro series. She has to keep moving continuously in order for the judge to count that as a required element that she completed successfully. Her beautiful wolf jump. I mean, you see still pictures of it, and her leg is sky high. It's unlike any jump I've ever seen anybody else do. She does it the best. Gainer off the side. That was near perfection and absolutely beautiful from Connor McLean.
Looks like LSU might be counting another 9-9-0 in their beam lineup. Here's one more look at McLean.
Look at those leaps and that toe point. Just that dismount again. Stuck landing.
Now the sophomore, Addie Wall, will compete for Georgia. She takes a deep breath.
Addie has gotten 13 9.925s in her career on this event. So this is a good one for her. We'll see what she does tonight as she preps for this first opening pass. Full in, very well done. You'll notice she landed on that 4-inch mat. Her coach is pulling it out from the corner. You are allowed to land on those mats. Gymnastics is very tough on your ankles, and that 4-inch mat can kind of ease the blow a little bit and help save their bodies so that it's not such a tough impact. Addie is one of the mainstays for the Bulldogs on vault, bars, and floor. So she is one that they count on her to put up a big number on those three events.
Along with Aquino and Smith, she is very consistent.
So front through to a double tuck. Very well done. That was an incredible routine. It should put up a really great number for the Georgia Bulldogs. They're doing a very good job here on the floor exercise. A lot of momentum going, nice tumbling, good choreography in their floor routines, and they're showing off for the PMAC tonight.
Yeah, they're getting a good hand from them as well. They know good gymnastics. A season high of 9.90 for Wall. I think she may have just matched it there. Now heading back to the beam for the LSU Tigers and Haley Bryant, ready to compete. The beam apparatus is 16 feet long. It is 4 inches wide for our football fans watching Friday Night Heights. That's about 5 yards long, and the beam's as wide as a kicking tee.
And these girls practice so much on this beam. It really does feel like the floor exercise to them, and they tumble on it like it, especially Haley Bryant. Haley got a 9.925 last week. And also she won her 31st all-around title of her collegiate career, extending her lead as the LSU gymnast with the most career all-around titles, just adding to her resume. That's never ending. And not only is she an incredible athlete, but an incredible person as well. So it's exciting to see her have so much success.
And to think about the names that came before her. I mean, go back 20 years, April Burkholder and ACK and Susan Jackson.
Absolutely. She is truly making her mark, and her name is undoubtedly going to be in the history books for LSU. Rudy dismount with a stuck landing. You couldn't ask for much better from Haley Bryant tonight on balance beams.
The Tigers have 11 scores of 9.90 or better. I think they just got their 12th.
I would agree.
On floor, Addie Wall was given a 9.875 for Georgia.
that standing front tuck for Haley. And that punch Rudy dismount.
Next on the gym box, Nyla Aquino.
Excited to see Nyla Aquino on floor now. A regular contributor with a season high of 9.95 3 weeks ago against Arkansas.
She has truly made her mark on this Georgia team as well. She was a great club competitor. She's getting ready to do some big things here at Georgia. A front through to a double tuck. That was sky high in the air. Very well done. Coach Concato and Marissa King on the sidelines getting into her choreography. I love it.
Love the old school hip hop.
I do too. It's so fun and it's different too. Something you don't hear all the time. Sky high leap pass. Setting up for this next pass. Her team's getting into it. They're having fun. A beautiful double pike, perfectly stuck. She didn't even have to lunge out of it. That's how you know you did it so well.
They're calling for a 10.
LSU fans are into it. They're clapping, waving their pom-poms. That was an incredible routine.
And the roar you hear is for Haley Bryant, who was given a 9.95 on beam. Now the anchor, Aaliyah Finnegan, poised to compete. Are we really about to see the final beam pass of Aaliyah Finnegan at the PMAC?
I know, I may cry. Such a special moment for Aaliyah. This routine helped clinch the win for the national championship last year, and she knew when she landed that dismount that she had done it for her teammates, for this school. This event has been absolutely outstanding for her from the start of her career until now. That triple series is gorgeous. It takes up the length of the balance beam. Beautiful leap pass. Those legs go over 180 degrees. Aaliyah's ranked number 9 on this event. She got a 9.925 last week. Taking some deep breaths before she finishes things off here. Gainer layout full. Sticks the landing. Had a little bit of a balance check there, but she's soaking in every moment of this final beam routine in the PMAC with her teammates.
She has recorded 7 perfect 10s in her career. The PMAC crowd is calling for another.
She's just such a beautiful beam worker, so poised and powerful and graceful. I don't think she'll get a 10 because of that little balance check, but it will be very, very close.
Now Lily Smith to compete for Georgia. The Gym Dogs will have an exhibition gymnast on floor as well.
Lily is an All-American on this event.
That roar you hear is for Aaliyah Finnegan.
I am so glad I was wrong. A perfect 10 for Aaliyah Finnegan, her last time in the PMAC. What a way to go out for her. Front handspring double full for Lily Smith. That is an E-level pass. She made it look so easy, but it is so difficult. Lily is a leader in the gym. She's a champion, and she shows it every time. That's what Concato was saying to us this week during our conference with her, and it shows in her gymnastics. She gets in the gym, she does what she needs to do, and she is a leader. Even though she's one of the younger ones as a sophomore on this team, she really leads them and shows by example. Lily said that she's really been focusing in the gym. As long as she's hitting the routines in practice and putting in the work, it's going to show in the meet. And it is showing tonight on the floor exercise. She has sky-high tumbling and a beautiful routine.
Really impressive showing by Lily Smith for Georgia. And you know what? She did a great job of keeping her composure while 13 for a 10 by Aaliyah Finnegan.
That was not easy to do. She handled it so well. She used that energy. She finished that floor routine, and that's going to put up a really big number for the Bulldogs to round things out.
So Alina Finnegan with the 10.0 gives LSU a new season high on beam of 49.675. There's Dee Dee Bro, the Hall of Famer for LSU. And for Aaliyah Finnegan, the 8th perfect 10 of her career. Might we see a few more as LSU heads to floor after this rotation? Again, one competitor left on floor for Georgia.
There's a lot of excitement going into floor. LSU's excited because of that great beam rotation. Getting ready to round things out. 4th and final event. It's going to be a good one. But first, we have this exhibition athlete. She's got to focus on her gymnastics and get out there and do what she does best.
It will be Nicole King on floor for Georgia. King has competed twice on floor this year, but not since the 3rd meet at Florida.
Getting into the last part of the season, going into postseason, these exhibitions are really important to take advantage of when you can do them at home and away meets, because it helps you create depth. Anything can happen, and unfortunately injuries, sicknesses, they happen, and you need to be prepared and know that the next person that you put up can do just as good of a job so that your team has a run at all the success in the postseason. So that's what these exhibitions are really good for and what they're meant for tonight.
Georgia has just recorded a new season high on floor with a 49.5.
Won't have to punch layout. She's doing a great job. Holds that ending pose. That would also be a deduction if she did not finish and hold that pose. That was a great exhibition routine and a great option if Georgia needs to plug her into the lineup. Now they know what they have.
LSU of 9.90 or higher, highlighted by a perfect 10 by Aaliyah Finnegan. The Tigers going into the final rotation have a .925 advantage on the Gym Dogs. Kaylee and I will be back right after this. Stick around. You're watching LSU Gymnastics on SEC Network Plus. we return for the final event. LSU and Georgia, the fourth rotation. The Tigers with a .925 lead, almost a full point on top 10 Georgia. And LSU, if they can get a 4.96 here on floor, they might qualify for the highest score in team history. A 49.6 would give them a 1.985. So a great senior night for the Tigers, Kaylee.
An incredible night so far for both teams. Georgia really came out on floor and did their job. And over on the balance beam, you'll see an amazing series from Aaliyah Finnegan, from her score of a perfect 10 to round things out for her senior night. Last beam routine in the PMAC. What a way to go out. I know she's got to be pumped.
LSU did a great job on beam with a season high 49.675. The Tigers have been 49.6 or better in all three disciplines. One more to come, and the Tigers on floor are very well thought of in the NCAA. Take a look at the school program with the #1 attendance in the NCAA. The Tigers average better than 12,500 per home meet. Great job by Dee Bro to start, and then Jay Clark to continue to cultivate it. Almost 9,000 season tickets sold for every home meet.
When I first got to LSU in 2009, we were posting on Facebook, trying to get our friends on Facebook to come to our gymnastics meets, to get some people in the seats. And now to see how much it's grown, Dee did a great job getting things started, and to see where Jay has been able to bring it is just, it's amazing to see. It's really cool.
You know what, it was about 10 or 11 years ago, but when you had that trio of Corville and Loymencia Hall and Jesse Jordan, it was must-see TV. You had to be here. It was an event, and since then, it's been bonkers.
It has. They were exciting to watch, incredible athletes, and that's really when the momentum kind of snowballed for LSU into greatness and chomping at the bit to win that national championship.
Georgia on bars went 49.275, on vault a 49.2, and then a great season high on floor, 49.5.
And I think we're in for a treat with Georgia on balance beam. Kara Aker, I'm really excited to see her over there in the beam lineup for Georgia. They're ranked #5 on this event, so they can put up a pretty big beam score.
If LSU gets a 49.6, and nothing is for certain, they would break or have a chance at breaking the all-time program record, which was set last year against Arkansas, a 198.475.
The energy is there. The momentum is there. Ashley Claire Kearney, former national champion for LSU. She used to be a volunteer assistant coach when I was on the team, and she used to tell us momentum is a dangerous drug. Get things going on each event and let it carry over to the others, and that's truly when we did our best and put up the biggest numbers.
She had an incredible influence on dozens and dozens of programs across the country. Her floor routines were mimicked by everybody. She brought flavor to LSU. It's just been so much fun to watch. So now Georgia, starting off with Nia Howard on beam.
Nia is a great performer on the balance beam. She has gotten 29.9s on this event in her career. Setting things up for her acro series. A handspring layout step out, very solid. Nia was the first gym dog freshman to compete in the all-around since 2017, and in the most meets since Courtney Capetz in 2006.
There's a name.
Courtney Capetz, arguably one of the greatest, and definitely another name in the history books. Just an incredible athlete.
No argument in my mind.
In their meet against Kentucky, she got a 39.475, which is the best all-around score from a gym dog since 2019 regional finals. So Nia is a great athlete for Georgia, one you want to have in your lineups. And that beam routine was a great way to set the tone over there for that lineup.
Speaking of setting the tone, it will be the sophomore, Kylie Cohen, trying to set the tone on floor for LSU.
Tiger fans,
Cohen has competed on beam and floor exclusively for LSU this year. At the podium challenge last week, had a 9.90.
And that was her collegiate debut last week on floor. And so to start things off with a 9.9 and break into this incredible floor lineup, she's got big things coming her way. Handspring double full. I love seeing Kylie break into these lineups. She's been working super hard, and it is showing. I'm loving all of her choreography as well, getting to show it off. Front layout to a front full. Leap pass was absolutely beautiful. What a start for LSU. High fives all around, a beautiful floor routine, and she led this lineup off with such energy. Front layout, front full again. All smiles from Kylie, a job well done.
Now a freshman, second in the rotation on beam, Harley Tomlin from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Last time out, she got a 9.8. Harley is also the daughter of Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin. Sets up for that acro series, a triple series, back handspring layout. Very difficult, but again, she made it look very effortless. She's staying very calm, which is what you want for a beam worker. Round off, full and a half. Small hop on the landing, but that was a great routine. Nia Howard led things 5. So Harley's looking to build on that and put up another big score for the Bulldogs.
Georgia's beam rotation, top 5 in the country. Now LSU will see Sierra Ballard, whose mother, Lori Strong Ballard, was a broadcast partner of yours and ours in the past. We talked with Jay earlier in the week. He said she just wanted to enjoy her career. So much fun to watch her daughter compete.
She wanted to be mom, and Lori was also a gym dog and an Olympian. So gymnastics runs in the family for sure. Sierra's floor routine is one of my favorites on this team because she brings so much energy, so much power in her tumbling, and she gets her team and the crowd involved. Huge double layout. She's wanting to show out for her last night performing this in the PMAC on her senior night. Sierra got a 9.95 last week at the Podium Challenge on this event, and she's capable of getting that score each and every time if she hits. Full and a half to a punch layout. Very well done. It's that switch ring.
Her final performance as a Tiger inside the PMAC, and she gets a great hand from the Tiger fans.
So well deserved. An emotional moment for her. Floor is her thing. You can tell it just sets her on fire to be able to perform for LSU in this PMAC. That full and a half to punch layout. The tumbling was great. Choreography was incredible. What a moment for Sierra Ballard.
Georgia so far with a 9.825 by Howard and a 9.8 by Tomlin. Now Anya Turner will compete.
Last time out, Anya got a 9.875. Her career high is a 9.95, and she got that at the SEC Championships. So she performs very well under pressure. Handspring layout, that triple series. She is one of those beam scorers that they count on at Georgia. As a freshman last year, she competed in all 12 meets on balance beam for the Gym Dogs. And for a beam lineup, you love having those people you can count on. You put them up there, you know what you're going to get, you know what the score range that they can achieve, and it just makes the rest of the lineup feel very confident in that person. That was a beautiful beam set. She executed her skills perfectly and finished off with a nice stuck dismount.
For the Tigers, Sierra Ballard, 9.90.
Congratulations to Sierra Ballard, who finishes with a 9.90 in her final floor performance for the Tigers. Now the freshman, Kaylin Chio, will compete.
Because Kaylin, we've been talking about how she's come into this lineup on every single event and really made her mark. She has done such an incredible job looking like a veteran for this Tiger team, to be an all-arounder, to be in the top 5 as an all-arounder in the NCAA, and this is one of her best events.
Had a 9.90 last week at the Podium Challenge.
That full out was absolutely huge. The smile on her face says it all. She stuck that landing perfectly. It was exactly what she wanted. Chio last week got 9.9 plus on 3 events, including first place finishes on bars and beam, and she took home 2 titles that night. She's definitely a force to be reckoned with. 2.5, punch front, held that landing. You can tell she's having fun with it, has a smile on her face. And finishes with that Tiger Roar, holds that pose. That'll put up a very big number for LSU.
If you had competed in the all-around every event for every meet, you would have competed in 40 events this year. Chio just competed her 40th.
That's absolutely amazing, and she's doing it so well, handling the pressure so well week in and week out.
Next on beam for Georgia, Jeffrey Scott.
Very well done. I'm excited to see what the judges think of that one.
Now the 4th competitor on beam for Georgia, Jeffrey Scott. Georgia has already recorded a season high on floor, LSU a season high on vault and beam. I see one judge has given Chio a 10.
I think the other one's a 9.95, so a 9.975 to average those out for Chio. A great score. Over on beam, Jeffrey Scott getting things going. Front handspring into a back handspring layout step out. That's a triple series as well, and it was spot on. Her routine features the Georgia assumed moonwalk tradition. She's the 8th gym dog to perform the moonwalk on the balance beam, followed by some Georgia greats like Lindsay Cheek, Mary Beth Fox, Sabrina Vega. She's capable of putting up a 9.9 here, which is what, there it is, the signature move. She did it well.
PMAC crowd loved it.
It's hard to not love the moonwalk. Front handspring, front full dismount. What a routine. They were knocking at the door during this lineup with Anya Turner's 9.875. They're looking for that 9.9 plus score, and I think Scott may have delivered. We'll see what the judges think.
Fantastic replay by our video board crew. Coach Can Cateau is fired up as well. You can see her reaction. She was an Olympic performer herself, 96 Olympics in Atlanta. I asked her, was that your first time in Georgia? She said yes, and they loved it. They were in the Olympic Village. They were practicing all around the state of Georgia. Now, Amari Drayton, who already has a 9.90 or better tonight, will perform on floor.
Amari got a 9.875 last week at the Podium Challenge on floor. Huge double layout, beautiful landing. Amari is another athlete that as a freshman last year, she started off strong. She competed on vault and floor in every meet in 2024 and was a big part of their successful 2024 season. She puts up big numbers for LSU, and a 9.925 is her career high on this event. Front through to a double tuck, took a little step forward. A great routine from Amari Drayton. That should be another great score for the LSU Tigers.
Chio was just awarded a 9.975 on floor. That's 3 disciplines tonight with a 9.925 or better.
What a night. Just that front through into a double tuck. She opened up a little bit too early, causing her to land a little bit short. That'll be a minor deduction, but overall a great routine from Drayton.
Now the junior, Kara Aker, poised to compete.
I am so excited to see her beam. I mean, she is just beautiful on this event and is another gymnast with a very long resume. She transferred to Georgia from Utah and has quickly made her mark on this beam lineup especially. She scored 10s on this event and just is extremely consistent.
She competed beam for the first time last week and won the title with a score of 9.925.
Side aerial into an acro element. I mean, that is so hard to do, to go from a sidewards element to a backwards element, and it was no problem for Kara. Switch leap into a step leap.
She just looks supremely comfortable up there.
She is. She's a two-time All-American. She's definitely been under a lot of pressure and has performed extraordinarily well. She's extremely consistent. You know what you're going to get when she goes up there. Beautiful toe points. Cartwheel gainer. Layout full off the side. She had a little bit of a problem with those arms being pulled back and took a step, but what a beautiful routine.
The floor score for Amari Drayton now 9.95. That is the 16th 9.9 or better this evening for LSU. Drayton had a 9.95 on vault and now on floor. And Kaylee, just twice in LSU gymnastics history have the Tigers scored a 198.4 or better. Both happened last year, once against Arkansas and once at the Podium Challenge. The Tigers, with Aaliyah Finnegan and Haley Bryant left to go, could score a 49-16 and maybe set some records here.
Truly a deadly duo at the end of your lineup. Capable of putting up really big numbers. Leah Finnegan did not compete in floor last week, so she's back in. They like to give their girls who are competing week in and week out on every event some rest time so that their bodies are prepped to go for postseason. A double Arabian was absolutely beautiful. I love Aaliyah's flexibility on this event and her dance. Her and Haley Bryant do that every single meet. She stands over there, and it's a cool little camaraderie that they have. Aaliyah's an 8-time All-American, 2024 NCAA floor champion. This is truly an event that she shines on, although she doesn't have a bad event. All of them are great for her. 2.5 punch front. She unfortunately stepped out of bounds there, so that will be a 10th deduction. Just had too much power.
What a career for Aaliyah Finnegan of LSU, one of 10 seniors being celebrated tonight.
See that first pass again, double Arabian into her stag jump.
Now we're in for a treat. Lily Smith with a 9.95 last week on beam. She's the final competitor for Georgia.
Her form and her toe point are just so beautiful. She's so flexible, and she really gets to show it off on this event. She's also an All-American on the balance beam. Her acro series have a little bit of a wobble there. She's trying to recover. She's got to gain her composure again and finish strong. Can't seem to get it together. That will cause a deduction and maybe even a start value lower than a 10 with that break in the leap series, because you do need to have those elements completely connected in order to get that 10-0 start value. Front pike, that was beautiful. See if she can finish things off with a stick. She gets the job done. Some wobbles here and there, but overall she saved it, and that should put up a decent number to round things out for the Georgia Gym Dogs.
One final look at the dismount. Now we will have exhibitions going for Georgia and LSU. Both will go at the same time. We have one more competitor for the Tigers, and it's Haley Bryant.
Tonight is our fourth consecutive sellout in the Merritt Center. The fourth largest crowd to ever witness LSU gymnastics.
They are announcing the fourth largest crowd ever in LSU history.
Thank you for your record-setting support.
So now 3 of the top 4 crowds ever have happened in 2025.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the floor exercise the anchor of your LSU floor team. This is Haley Bryant.
Haley Bryant wanting to finish things off strong for an incredible night for LSU right here on the floor exercise. Setting up for her huge first pass. Front handspring double front. She does it beautifully. Haley got a 9.925 last week. And like we talked about, last week was her first time breaking into the lineups for the all-around this year. Saving her body, making sure she's strong enough, especially going into postseason when this Tiger team really wants those big numbers from her. Last week in the all-around, she got a 39.725, moving her total to 31 career all-around titles. She sits at 20 nationally on floor, in the top 20. You can see why.
If Haley Bryant can finish strong here with a 9.9 or better, LSU will have the highest team score in 50 years of program history.
I think she did it, Garrett. What do you think?
The PMAC knows she did it. What a fantastic finish for Haley Bryant and the LSU Tigers on senior night. Hugs all around for Haley Bryant. Got to give her the crown after that.
No doubt. It was beautiful, and just like she always does, she's another consistent performer. You know what you're going to get, but it's always so amazing to watch her do her thing and do it so well. Got an exhibition over on balance beam. Box guy.
She is competing in all 4 events tonight, but this is an exhibition.
And doing it in this environment when the crowd is cheering, it's a good prep for postseason when everything's going on all at once. You need to keep your focus on the balance beam and do your job.
Haley Bryant has 18 perfect 10s in her career, but none this season.
What a great routine to round things out for the Gym Dogs over on balance beam.
And now a fan favorite will compete as an exhibitionist for LSU. The 6th-year senior, the All-American, the All-SEC, Alona Shenikova. Missed all of last season with an injury. And then this year, a contributor, but mostly from the sidelines. Now a chance.
Sitting out last year with a very tough injury. She had an Achilles injury, put her out all season. To come back and work hard and be routine ready is just incredible. I know she's excited to be back out there. She's one of the leaders of this team, wants to show off what she can do and be there for her teammates. Switch ring. Taking a deep breath before this next tumbling pass. Front handspring Rudy to a split jump. What a cool moment for Alona Shenikova. After all she's been through, to get out here and to be able to do a full routine for the last time in the PMAC. What a night.
A finish with a flourish for Shenikova. And you can see the score at the bottom of your screen. LSU sets a new program record with a score of 198.575, a full unbelievable showing by LSU with new season highs. Shenikova with the finish, and the Tigers certainly hitting on all cylinders on senior night. They're going to have a lot of momentum heading into the back end of the season, Kaylee.
They had a great home score that they need to add to their NQS. There's no doubt about that. It's historical. From one event to the next, they built on their momentum and they got the job done. They're getting better each and every week, and that's the goal, especially going into postseason, to have some confidence.
Look at it there, the highest team score in program history for Jay Clark, his coaching staff. What an incredible accomplishment. 50 years in the making. In front of one of the biggest crowds in school history.
Georgia rounding out with a 197.175, another good road score for them. They had some hiccups here and there, but they got the job done. They came out here, performed in front of the PMAC, and now everyone will go back in the gym, work to get to their next dual meet before we head into postseason.
Georgia just misses the overall team high. They had a 197.350 earlier in the season. So congratulations to Coach Can Cateau and her staff. Great overhead shot of the LSU Tigers. Senior night celebrations are soon to follow here. Again, LSU a 198.575. They have now beaten the Georgia Gym Dogs 9 meets in a row, and the Tigers will finish undefeated, winners of 15 straight inside the Pete Maravich Assembly Center. Congratulations to our all-around winner, Chio, with a 39.8.
That is just incredible. I mean, a 40 is a perfect score, so 2/10 from absolute perfection, and I think she's going to be very close to that 40 number because look at what she's done so far.
You can see the emotion on the faces of the seniors who will soon be celebrated here by the Tiger fans. Again, I think Chio might be looking at Gymnast of the Week, not just Freshman of the Week. We appreciate everybody joining us tonight on SEC Network Plus. For Kaylee Dixon-Abood, I'm Garrett Walvard. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time right here on SEC Network Plus.
And ladies and gentlemen, your fantasy score tonight, by Tigers, LSU. The team score tonight, the highest dimension so far this season.